7 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and call our meeting to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and then that leads us to citizens' comments. Did we get any written comments sent in, and no one in the audience? Okay. So we will go down and do roll call, please.
Whitney Allen.
Here.
Brian Johnson.
Here.
Brian Flynn.
Here.
Keith Ravenberg.
Here.
Keith Slusser.
Here.
Lindsey Spencer.
Here.
Sherry Trossel.
Here.
Thank you. If I could get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as outlined.
Second.
Discussion?
I actually had a question for Matt on the 2020 bond funds that we've been earning. The earnings year to date are pretty good on that. Are we taking any of that into consideration when we're looking at what are we projecting out to maybe help with the Mark Twain project, or are we just kind of building that into contingency or ignoring it and seeing where we land?
It is included in projections currently.
Okay.
It is being assumed lower than what the return rate is on the bond fund, but it is being included in our projections.
Okay. That's it.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that moves us into the superintendent's report.
All right, we just have the one item tonight, which is our yearly agreement with the special school district in which they reimburse us as they provide early childhood special ed at our site. And you can see on there's projected expenditures, and Matt's here if you have any questions about that.
If I could get a motion to approve the agreement.
I move that we approve the SSD ECSE agreement for 23-24.
Second.
Discussion? Are these prices any different than they've been historically, or?
So this is really the approval of our agreement for reimbursement. So the Early Childhood Special Education Program is a fully funded program. So on a square footage basis, they reimburse us for the use of our building.
Got it.
So this is contingent upon the new location and the cost of our utilities primarily.
Okay.
This is higher than what it was in the previous year.
And that goes along with our population, what, 15% of our student population is SSD, is that correct?
So this will reflect a ratio of the number of kiddos that we have enrolled in that program as a ratio of our students with IEPs.
Okay.
So we will apply that to the total cost of the square footage and the utilities that they use as a factor of the building in whole.
Okay.
Early childhood only.
Just early, okay, okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's approved. That just moves us into our Board of Education updates. Anything for our MSBA delegate report?
Yeah, I was, the Region 7 meeting was at Ladue High School the other day, and I picked up their strategic plan document, which I gave to Jamie for his good care. Just as an example, they had these laying around, so I thought I'd pick one up. The annual conference is November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or whatever that weekend is. And the delegate assembly, which I will attend unless somebody else, which I may have to attend regardless, but somebody else can be a delegate if you wish, Lindsay. But I don't think it'll be as weird as it was last year. There are 7 advocacy positions up for approval. And keep in mind what these are is changes or additions to the stated advocacy positions of MSBA. And last year there were a bunch, and there was just all this kind of mind-numbing wrangling over them. But so I'll just tell you quickly what they are. There's 7 of them. One of them is to promote the addition of schools to the list of things that marijuana taxes can be used for. So I guess it can be tax. We can get money from that sin along with the other sorts of sins we get money from. Gambling, for example. They want to do things to encourage funding to encourage students to go into teaching. They want some provision to deal with artificial intelligence and try to make sure that we pay attention to educational integrity and privacy. And then there's 4 that are kind of related to school board elections. One is that we continue to be of the position that they should be annually and in April. The school board candidate filing should be only at the school district offices. There was some move to make it available in other counties because, well, there was a guy in St. Charles County who was in the state legislature and decided to run for school board and missed the filing deadline, so he wanted to go down to the county court and do or something like that. But anyway, and also there's one to try and make it convenience. They changed the times a few years ago to make it weird. That filing date ends on December 26th this year, which is kind of weird. And then also, the filing requirements for the Missouri Ethics Commission, they wanted to make these things simpler and more easy to understand. I know there's some funky thing about if you take one action, you do a short filing, maybe you don't understand that, but it's always confusing to me what you're supposed to do. So they're trying to fix that. And that's pretty much it. So I think it's all pretty non-controversial. So that's all I got.
All right, anything for SSD Governing Council?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Any board committee updates you want to share?
I've got something from communications, since there's 2 really big initiatives going on right now, both our superintendent search and also our strategic planning. Just want to let everybody know that we're actively seeking input from the community, and we've got survey links out there on our website under our work. And there's one big key milestone date, and that's this Thursday, the 19th. The strategic planning community survey, that opens at 9 a.m. in the morning. And then the superintendent search survey closes at 5 p.m. on the 19th. That's this Thursday. So just want to let everybody know that. On Thursday, November 9th at 6:30 p.m., there's a VHS information night. So we encourage all 5th through 8th grade parents, families, students to come and join us for our informational night. I think it'll be a really great opportunity to meet the teachers, check out some of our learning spaces, and we'll have student ambassadors, and I think there's a lot more things that are being planned for that night, which I'm really looking forward to. And then on the last front, we've got our Spirit Store, and recently we're partnering with S&S Screen Graphics, which is a family-owned and operated screen printing and promotional products company. So our goal is to have, a limited selection of products out by the end of or by the holiday season for people to purchase. So more information to come.
That's
A lot of
great.
really great things going on.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. That's perfect.
I don't know if anybody's been on the website, but every time you open it, it's got the superintendent search right
But
there.
you cannot miss it.
It's-
Yes, you have to
not-
close
yeah.
it to be able to go anywhere, so.
Yep.
Never saw that feature before, but it's neat.
Great.
Finance, we're scheduled to meet the 28th.
26th.
26th.
Still have an update for the next one. Okay, and then we just have a list of upcoming meetings, this state conference, like Keith mentioned. And yeah, school board filing opens December 5th at 8 a.m., closes on December 26th. And that's all we have. So if we can have a motion to adjourn to closed session.
I move that we adjourn and move into closed session for the reasons stated.
Second?
All right, roll call please, Kate.
Jamie Allen.
Yes.
Brian Dodson.
Yes.
Ryan Flynn.
Yes.
Keith Ravenberg.
Yes.
Keith Slesser.
Yes.
Lindsey Spencer.
Yes.
Terry Trussell.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for
Thanks,
coming,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
Wait,
I think that's record, right?
To come.
All right, enjoy your evening.
9 minutes.
I-
I had 7:15.